chance with Nick Blackman from the break. Nick Blackman here, well, it's too late. We don't see how free. Look at Tom Ince's frustration. He's been free for ages. He was in his own half. It just should have gone so much earlier.
But it's Butterfield to drill it. Arfield to bring it out.
Well, that's the problem when you bring every player back from corners. When you clear it, got no out. As I said, I was at Leicester Saturday. They left 3 up. It was brilliant.
Calling out of that situation, Derby. Flick from Boyd. Now Gray. Was he pushed? He held it up anyway. Arfield. On for Gray again. Oh, he's managed to pluck it out of the air. Oh, it's a dazzling bit of skill. Gray goes down. Penalty!
While Burnley surrounding Michael Oliver, they want a Derby player sent off. They're saying, you're giving a penalty, it's got to be a red card. Again, second time in a few moments. Andre Gray does Shackle, then he does Keogh. It's clumsy, isn't it? Richard Keogh hangs a leg out here. Well, doesn't get the ball, and you're asking for trouble. Michael Oliver in the perfect position to see it. But very interesting that he hasn't deemed it a clear and obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
That saved Richard Keogh from more to add to his already fairly nightmarish evening. Andre Gray has scored twice from the spot already this season. Up against Scott Carson, who's taking up an interesting position. Just a fraction to the right. But straight down the middle it goes. And Burnley in front again. Thanks to their main man in front of goal, Andre Gray.
Well, he's come to life, hasn't he? In the last 5 minutes from really living on scraps, he's twice got the better of Jason Shackle, but that is cool. He waits and he waits. He's looking at the goalkeeper. Sees Carson go. What was it? Away from the goalkeeper.
Well, it's a scoreline that perhaps doesn't reflect overall what we've seen in 54 minutes, but a definite improvement from Burnley in the second period.
That's flattering, that is for sure, but it doesn't matter how. All about getting the job done.
Just a little bit more urgency.
It was the Scott Arfield scenario, wasn't it? 5 minutes ago.
Well, people sometimes decry the importance of a tackle.
Absolutely, and the hunger and the desire and the determination, and then at the end of all that, a little bit of quality.
Someone who lives on Merseyside, I know there are Evertonians who'll tell you about a Phil Neville tackle against Manchester United that turned their season, never mind a match. Got the result they wanted that day and went on to much better things after a shaky start.
Not as quick a response to the second Burnley goal. It was going to be hard to match, wasn't it?
Martin. Well, I suppose now is the time perhaps to mention this, but Burnley have not dropped any points when they've led this season.
Prior to tonight, yeah, 13 times, 13 wins. You wondered whether or not they could make it 14 with the pattern of the game more than anything, the way the game was going. Once again, got their noses in front.
Arfield. It's Gray. Oakes. Lowton. Clipped in towards Gray. And Shackle is there. He's handled it! It's another penalty!
Wow.
And a yellow card for the returning former Claret.
We have to say, on every single decision in this match, Michael Oliver has been in a perfect position. Look at that. Well, yeah, it's unnatural. What Jason Shackle does here with his arms, that there, it's unnatural. He moves his arms towards the ball, it hits them, and I don't know what he's thinking. I really don't know what he's thinking. But Michael Oliver, to his credit, is in a perfect place to see it.
Well, interesting, because Gray likes his little shuffle and sticking it down the middle from the spot. But it's Sam Vokes who is going to take the responsibility here.
Big moment, you fear.
Straight down the middle again. It's a commanding lead for Burnley, and maybe a crucial twist in this season's championship story.
Well, I don't know what the theory is. Andre Gray scored a penalty to take him off them. Well, look how close Scott Carson's left boot is to that. Not a million miles away, but same result. Well, what a way for Sam Vokes to celebrate signing a new contract. Big goal. Could be enormous in the context of this season.
Well, you know, a magnificent start to the game on his return to his former stomping ground. How quickly it can turn.
Yeah. He had not put a foot wrong, Jason Shackle. And then a couple of times he got done by Andre Gray, and then I don't know what he was thinking there with his arms. All gone wrong for Derby County in a game where they played well.
I won't write them off yet with the potential that they have at their disposal, like Martin here and Butterfield. It's Christie and Blackman arriving.
Well, you wouldn't write Derby County off, but in his pre-match interview, what did Paul Clement say was their strength? Defending. They keep a good line there, and he knows it is going to be very difficult for his team to score another twice here tonight.
Now Morris, the Derby chairman, has apparently had a fair bit to say about their performances in recent days and weeks. Interesting to see what he's made of this, because his team haven't done a huge amount wrong tonight.
They played well, so when you play well and a little bit of good luck goes against you, or mistakes are costly. Different. He clearly must have been aggrieved with some of the performances rather than the results. You have to remember the expectation on Derby County this season, the amount of money they spent in the summer, and then another, what, just under 5 million this January on players. They are there to be shot at, Derby County, there's no question about that.
Nick Blackman, one of the January acquisitions. Abdul Kamara on the bench as well today. Guinea international. It's Thorne. Shackle rising. Butterfield. Keogh. Arfield cool. Gray holding off Warnock. Well, possibilities here. Only Boyd and Arfield are up at the moment. Vokes about to join them, but not in a hurry. Warnock. Butterfield. Ince. Christie. Butterfield.